Hey, greetings, everybody. It is me, your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend Joe Seavey. And happy Wednesday, guys. And Wednesday, as you know, is our class that we like to call Picture This. Picture This is when I give you an image, a photograph of some sort, any kind of image, and your job is to create a hook, a chorus, to a song, an original song. So what I want you guys to do is look at the photograph, whatever it is that I give you today, and I want you to study it, and I want you to come up with a chorus for a song, okay? I love doing this exercise. We've been doing it for years, and it's really produced a lot of great songs over the years that we've done. It starts out from ideas in our head, which, remember, we call that intellectual property. An idea starts up here. It's before you reveal it to anybody, it's intellectual property from its inception to when it comes out of the speakers. All that development. But this is where the seeds are sown, and this is a great exercise to try to get you in that place of creativity so that when you're ready, if you're writing with somebody and they're depending on you to come up with ideas and lyrics, you never fall short, because there's nothing worse than having a client come to your house and you're both staring at this, a blank piece of paper, for like maybe an hour going, I don't know, what do you want to write about? I don't know. What's new in your life? Oh, just going to work, and then going home and watching TV. That's not gonna write a song, right? These are little tricks to get us in that headspace so that when we do write something, we have ideas to go for, and at least there's a starting period. So like when we were being class doing this, you know, we'd be starting with nothing. There'd be nothing to go on. There'd be no starting point. But I feel that like everything around us is an influence. Like sometimes movies influence me. Sometimes other songs will influence me. You know, more than anything, other songs will influence me. But sometimes striking images of something very thought-provoking with no words around it will tell its own story, because we don't know what happened the minute before the picture was taken or the minute after. It's a frozen moment in time, and we're looking into it, and we have to put a story to this picture. Now, most of the pictures that I pick are stories within themselves, and they're very easily lending to being creative. So what I like to do, and I tell you this every week, but I'm going to continue to tell you this because it's really important that you remember this, because when I come to the studio live on Mondays and Thursdays, I'm feeling I repeat myself, and it's important to do because a lot of people forget between now and then. So what I do when I look at a picture to create words for, I'll stare at the picture, right? Now, the beauty of this is later on, when this is a YouTube video, you can pause it, and you can stare at this picture as long as you need to, right? Stare at this picture until you kind of go into a daydream and you're not sitting here and you're at your desk anymore, or in your bedroom, or wherever you are watching these. Go in your mind and have that little movie play, right? Because your imagination will play a little mini movie in your head. When you come back and you realize you're sitting back at your desk, take pen to paper. I want you to, don't worry about rhyming yet. I want you to just write everything down that you saw. Everything that you saw in your little daydream. Write it down like you're writing a grocery list, right? And then write all the details of the picture too, because that might reveal the name of whatever it is you're writing too. Sometimes it happens all the time. So I'm going to show you the picture in just a moment, but we started actually, you guys already know the lyrics I wrote to this because we did this in class, but this is the picture that was the catalyst for this song to begin with. Okay, so I'm going to show you the picture in a moment. But like I said, don't worry about rhyming yet. Don't worry about any of that. Think of the story. Look at the details of the picture. Really take a look at it. Write everything down as if you were doing giving a report, a police report, Write down everything that happened, Write everything down. Everything that you see, write it down. Even if you think it's not important, it probably is important. But this is a great way to start a song because at least it's a starting block instead of just looking at an empty page. This is giving you some food for thought. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to now show you the picture. Okay, I'm going to show you the photograph, and I really want you to study it. So without further ado, here is the photograph. Here it is. Okay, so there it is. It's a group of people in a circle, and they're all like touching hands. They're holding hands, right? Now, when I looked at this video, the first time I looked at it, and this is what set off the whole song that that you're helping me write right now at the studio. But hear me out. Whatever you write tonight could be a whole new song, okay? Because your ideas might be way different than my ideas based on this photograph. So I want you to write whatever you hear in your head, the little movie you saw up here, or whatever's in your heart. That's what I want you to write about, okay? So what I saw, I'll give you a description of what I think the video is for. Okay, so, what I think the picture tells, the story. So, I looked at this photograph, and I pictured people getting together who always feel like their voices doesn't matter, like their voice don't matter. And they feel alone in the world. And knowing there's people that love you and are on your team and want to help you up and lend you a hand. See, the hands together made me think of like lending a hand, right? Or teamwork. Everybody putting their hand in a circle represents like, I can't do it alone. I need you to help, right? So looking at that, and I love the sun between the hands. It's so bright. You can see the solar flare from the sun being so bright. It creates a flare on the camera lens, which I love. I think that's really cool. And you can see some faces in there, but they're not real clear. But there's a blue sky. There's a very positive message in this picture. That's why I picked it. I just love the imagery. I love there's a sense of security in that photograph. For me, I don't know what it represents to you, but for me, this is what it did to me. So now I'm going to read you the lyrics that I wrote based on this picture that I put together, okay? So this comes as almost like, when you start putting things into context of a song, like in song context, first of all, it's got to rhyme. It's got to tell a story. It's got to make sense to the listener. So you guys know the song Lean on Me, right? So this picture reminded me of the song Lean on Me, and I thought it might be fun to come up with another way of saying lean on me without saying lean on me. You know what I mean? So that picture was the catalyst for me to create my own original attempt at Lean on Me. And here it is. You belong. You're a star. That's what you are. And I will stand up when you need someone. You belong. You're a star. That's what you are. I will stand up when you need someone. You're a star. You're a star. And there is a melody for this, but that picture is what set this whole thing off for me mentally. Just melody-wise, lyrically, and some of you guys may not know the melody yet. I'll show it to you later. But that is the photograph, and I can't wait to see what you guys write for this. I'm really excited to see your input to this picture and see what you guys come up with. Anyway, that is all the time that we have for tonight. Remember, this is your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend, Joe Seavey. I love you guys. Be safe. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you live on Tuesday at Zoom. All right, guys. Love you. Peace.